what you're doing and check your pocket change right now, because one of the most ordinary looking coins, the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter, could make you rich. That's right, while millions of these were minted for the U.S. Bicentennial celebration, only a handful contain secret mint errors and rare varieties that collectors are going absolutely crazy over. I'm talking about coins that have sold for $2,000, $10,000, even over $250,000, and yes, there are stories of coins valued in the millions. You do not want to miss a second of this video, because by the end, you'll know exactly what to look for, and who knows, your spare change might just hold a life-changing treasure. So grab your magnifying glass and let's dive into the incredible world of the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter, America's most patriotic coin, hiding some of the rarest, most valuable errors in history. The background: in 1976, the United States celebrated its 200th birthday, the bicentennial of American independence. To commemorate this historic event, the U.S. Mint released special edition quarters, half dollars, and dollars. Instead of the typical date on coins, these quarters were dual-dated 1776 to 1976 and featured a brand-new reverse design. Obverse front, the same familiar bust of George Washington. Reverse back, a colonial drummer boy with a torch surrounded by 13 stars representing the original colonies designed by Jack Lahr. Over 1.6 billion of these coins were minted. That's right, one of the most common coins ever produced, but don't let that fool you. The secret: not all quarters are created equal. While most 1976 quarters are worth only face value 25 cents, a select few are turning heads in the collector world because of rare mint errors, striking variety types, precious metal content, low mintage specimens, wrong planchette strikes. These rare examples have appeared in auction houses, private collections, and even coin rolls at banks. Let's explore the most mind-blowing of them all. The most valuable Bicentennial Quarter errors and varieties. The double die obverse DDO and double die reverse DDR. One of the most famous errors collectors hunt for: doubled letters, dates, or features caused during the hubbing process. Look for doubled in God we trust, doubling in liberty, doubling on the drummer's hands or drumsticks. Value: minor DDOs sell for $100, $500, but strong DDO examples in high grades have hit to $1,000 plus at auction. Off-center strike Bicentennial Quarter. If your quarter looks like it was stamped off balance, it could be worth a fortune. Look for quarter missing part of the design, 5 to 90% off-center. Must include a visible date to hold maximum value. One famous example was struck on a silver planchette when it was supposed to be copper-nickel. Value: depending on the metal, these can range from $2,000 to $15,000 plus. One such error sold for over $35,000, wrong planchette Bicentennial Quarter. One of the most valuable and rarest types. Imagine a quarter struck on the wrong kind of metal like a dime, nickel, or even a foreign coin blank. One famous example was struck on a silver planchette when it was supposed to be copper-nickel. Value: depending on the metal, these can range from $2,000 to $15,000 plus. One such error sold for over $35,000. Bicentennial Quarter on silver planchette, uncirculated. While most quarters were made of a copper-nickel clad, the U.S. Mint also released special 40% silver quarters in collector sets. But occasionally, one of these silver quarters made its way into general circulation. Value: a regular 40% silver quarter is worth $5, $10 in silver, but in uncirculated or proof condition with a rare error or cameo finish. You're looking at $1,000, $7,500 plus, missing clad layer Bicentennial Quarter. This happens when the nickel outer layer is missing, exposing the copper core underneath. These coins look reddish and weigh noticeably less. Check weight, approximately 4.5 grams instead of approximately 5.7 grams. Value: authentic examples have sold for $250, $1,200, depending on condition and visual appeal. Full drum lines, high-grade strike variety. Collectors obsess over sharp details. If your quarter shows every line on the drummer's drum crisp and untouched, you could own a gem. Value: MS67 examples with full drum lines have sold for $1,000, $3,000. Ultra-high grades MS68 or better are ultra-rare and valued at $5,000 $10,000 plus. Proof Bicentennial Quarter error, struck through grease. Some proof coins were struck through debris like grease, resulting in missing or fuzzy features. Value, depending on the severity and grade, these coins range from $500 $3,500, especially if slabbed by NGC or PCGS. Record-breaking auction sales of bicentennial quarters. Let's look at a few that made serious waves in auctions. MS69 Bicentennial Quarter, no mint mark, Type 1 clad. Sold for $19,000 to $100 at Heritage Auctions. Bicentennial Quarter on 90% silver dime planchette. Sold for $31,000 to $100. Bicentennial Quarter on nickel planchette, sold for $10,000 to $100, a major minting error that wowed collectors. Bicentennial Quarter double struck with rotated reverse. Sold for $8,500, highly dramatic double strike. Ultra-rare $1 million rumors, real or hype? Yes, you've probably seen headlines like, Rare 1976 quarter sold for over $1 million. These headlines are often exaggerated or misleading. However, if a 1976 quarter with a combination of these factors existed, struck on a gold planchette, graded MS70 by PCGS, double die and off-center, unique, one-of-a-kind provenance, then yes, that coin could potentially reach $1 million sale in a private collection or major auction. So, while no confirmed $1 million Bicentennial Quarter has sold publicly yet, the right storm of rarity, condition, and collector demand could absolutely reach that price range. How to identify and verify your coin? If you think you've struck gold, here's what to do. Weigh the coin. A regular quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. Anything drastically different might be an error. Look for mint marks. No mint mark equals Philadelphia. D equals Denver. S equals San Francisco, often proofs or silver. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Check for doubling, misaligned features, or missing layers. Get graded. Use PCGS or NGC. Slabbed coins hold much more value in the market. Research past sales, check Heritage Auctions, eBay, and great collections. Top places to sell your rare Bicentennial Quarter. Auction houses like Stack's Bowers or Legend Rare Coin Auctions. High-end auction houses for elite and rare U.S. coins. Ideal for coins worth $10,000 $1 million plus. Heritage Auctions opening parenthesis ha.com, one of the most trusted coin auction houses in the world. Known for selling high-value rare coins, including bicentennial errors. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC do especially well here. Great collections. Online auction house that specializes in certified coins. Low seller fees, weekly auctions, and trusted by serious collectors. Great for coins valued over $500. eBay, a solid choice for both raw and graded coins, reach millions of users worldwide. Be sure to include clear photos, accurate descriptions, and set a buy it now or auction format. Pro tip, coins with PCGS or NGC grading do best. PCGS or NGC Marketplace after grading. After having your coin graded, some grading services let you list it through their marketplace partners. Help sell to serious numismatic collectors. PCGS Marketplace, NGC Collectors Society. Coin shows or local coin dealers, great for learning your coin's value and meeting buyers face-to-face. Ask about selling on consignment, where the dealer sells it for you. Be cautious, get multiple opinions before selling. Who's collecting these rare bicentennial quarters? Collectors of bicentennial quarters come from all backgrounds, but here are the main groups you want to target. Error coin collectors. These collectors focus only on mistakes, like double die versus reverses, off-center strikes, clipped plankets, missing clad layers, broad strikes or struck-through errors. They're often willing to pay thousands or even tens of thousands for dramatic or rare errors, especially on historically significant coins like the 1776 to 1976 quarter. Modern U.S. coin enthusiasts. These folks love coins from the 1960s to 2000s, and the Bicentennial Quarter is a huge part of that. They often look for high-grade examples MS66, MS68. Proof versions, especially silver S-clad proofs, certified errors. These collectors often shop on eBay, Great Collections, and heritage auctions. Silver stackers. If you have the 1976 S40% silver proof or uncirculated quarter, silver stackers and bullion buyers may want it just for the melt value, but if it's also a rare error, you can fetch way more than silver value. Patriotic and historical collectors. Some collectors just love the American Revolution theme of the bicentennial coin. These buyers are often interested in uncirculated sets, special mint issues.